Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Q&A with Matt Kay. I'm Matt Kay, your host, longtime Salesforce ecosystem partner, here to share with you what it's like to work in the Salesforce ecosystem. No editing, no touch-ups. You will see me working essentially without any preparation at all on a question that someone like you has either sent to us directly at quick2.click/Q&A or posted on Trailhead, Reddit, Stack Overflow, or anywhere else that we can find questions. I typically try to find questions and then immediately start recording, so I really don't put any research time into whether it's doable or possible. I kind of just go off the top of my head. And as I work, you get to see what I get to do off the top of my head. So it's really some insight into what it's like to be a consultant or a developer in the Salesforce ecosystem. You'll see that I don't really have any special tools or special powers. And over time, I've just built up the knowledge of how to kind of figure things out. And you too can build up that same knowledge just by spending more and more time working on Salesforce and the platform. Having said that, let's jump in to today's question as soon as I figure out which button to click here. I think that's it. All right. And I will try to zoom in. That looks kind of small. But I just found this question. It is on Agentforce, and I know that is what everyone's talking about. I was at TDX last week, and that definitely is the hot topic. Before we get into the question, though, please remember to like and subscribe. If you're new to watching these videos, please subscribe so that you'll be notified whenever I publish one. I try to publish one once a week. I'm a little behind for the year. My goal is to catch up. But if you want to find out when they're published and see me answer questions in real time, then please subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy watching me struggle as I try to answer these questions without any preparation, please like these videos too. And if you don't enjoy watching me struggle, you can like it still. The more likes and subscribers we get, the easier it is for me to justify spending more time answering questions. And I answer them for free. So you can ask a question, and I'll answer it for free. All right, so let's jump in. So this person is asking a question on Agentforce, specifically about a data library. And it looks like the data library is just not being used in the prompt builder that they are working with. So you can see here, they've created a data library, uploaded 10 files into it, and the results is nothing is being found. I did not prepare ahead of time. I do have an org that I did log into, but I just realized I don't have 10 PDFs to test this out with. So I'm going to have to find some PDFs. I'll try to do it in another window so you don't have to see me searching for PDFs that are somewhat useful. But what I'm going to do is go to Salesforce Setup. I'm going to go to Prompt Builder. Great, it's already turned on in this org. And I'm going to create a new prompt template. And oh, that is a long list of available options here. I think we want knowledge, well, instant AI generated search answers versus knowledge answers. That's a good question. This person, I don't think they said what kind of prompt they created. It does say knowledge though. So let's try this out. Actually, you know what? Before we try this out, I'm going to go ahead. I think there's something called a data library. I think we can get to it and set up. There we go. Agentforce data library. And that's what they said they created. They created a data library. So we're going to create a new data library. And I happen to know, because I've done the Trailhead, there's two types of data libraries. There's data libraries that are based on your data, and there's data libraries based on PDFs that you upload. So we're going to say this is the PDF library. We probably would give it a more descriptive name, like, you know, it's related to our products or specific product, etc. But I'm just going to call it PDF library, so I'll be able to know which one's which. And here you can see, oh, perfect, upload files. Okay, so let me see if I can find a file. I think I'm going to go for maybe I can find like a Salesforce help file that's a PDF. but we want one that Salesforce doesn't really know about already, because otherwise there's a chance that maybe all agents know things about Salesforce. I don't know. I don't think that's true. But let's think. What's a PDF that we could do? All right. This is the hard part. This is why I should plan ahead. So I need a PDF that's going to have information that an agent definitely does not have. How about maybe like travel tips or a travel guide? Maybe I can find some type of. Oh, you know what? I think you can get classic books on PDF. So what if we look for like a PDF of Hamlet or something like that? Yeah, here I found one. So here's a PDF of Hamlet. I don't, I don't actually remember Hamlet too well from reading it so many years ago. But what I'm going to do is come back here and I'm going to upload this Hamlet PDF into my data library. It's not that big, so hopefully it'll get processed quickly. You'll see it's doing something behind the scenes right now. It is running. I did this the other day in a Trailhead, and I did notice also that it does seem to upload slower for this type of upload than if we were uploading to like content or files on the Files tab. I think that's because this is probably not being stored in this org. It's probably in Data Cloud, and so that it's kind of a hop that has to happen. But we will wait for this upload to occur. I might even inspect the page and see if we get any errors. Looks like there is some stuff here, but I'm pretty sure it'll happen. I just got to be patient. And this would have been a great time to mention the like and subscribe, but unfortunately I already did it, so I won't do it again. There we go. It's finally running, and we're click done. And now our Hamlet PDF is uploaded. It's available as a data library. So we're going to simulate as if, we could upload other PDFs too, other Shakespearean plays, King Lear and others. I'm technical, so keep that in mind if you're judging me based on my knowledge of Shakespeare. So now I'm going to go back to Prompt Builder. And let's see if, now I got a bunch of prompts in here. These were built in or they were done as part of a Trailhead module. But I'm going to create a new prompt template. I'm going to choose knowledge answers. And we're going to say this is our Hamlet agent. And we're going to say this agent answers questions. Actually, maybe we should call it Shakespeare agent. Yeah, let's call it Shakespeare agent. All right. Okay. And create a prompt template. Okay, now this is where it's going to get a little tricky because I'm going to have to figure out how to do all this stuff. You are a literary expert specializing in the works of William Shakespeare. Answer questions about his works based on your knowledge. I honestly don't even know what to put in here, but that's okay. Who is Hamlet? I don't know what to put in this. Okay, let's see if we can figure out. This might be the wrong type of prompt because it didn't ask for the library. I could also follow the instructions. That might help. I create a new data library and upload 10 files into it. When testing it in Prompt Builder, knowledge, search results. What is the retriever ID? Add data sources. Okay, so yes, we need to add data sources. Where do we add our data sources? No. Prompt template based on, this might be the wrong kind, right? Oh, here we go. PDF file library. Okay, perfect. Oh, wow. I stumbled upon it. Okay, so let me tell you what I just did. resources. So this is the information that we can provide to this prompt, right? And I just started clicking around, and I looked under free text, and I looked under retriever. What did I look under? Query, I think? No, I looked under retriever. Let's do that one more time, because the query is what I'm typing in. Free text, retriever, no. Oh, now it's not there anymore. Let's try that one more time. What I did Einstein search, and I did rag file, and then I found my PDF library right there. Based on the information in, and now I can do that there. Okay. Oop. Okay, and now I can say, here we go, perfect. Search text. Who is Hamlet? Maybe. Let's try that out. No, oh, search text. So I'll search for. Maybe this is the wrong one, right? Like this, it's possible I'm doing this the wrong way. But search text. Okay. Test inputs. Oh, okay. Maybe I am doing this wrong. Let's try again. Okay. This is a lot of what I do, is trying stuff back and forth until I've memorized how to do it. Okay, we don't want to review my day sales either knowledge answer. It seems like we would want. We could do flex. Let's do flex. I've done a flex before. Okay, and we're going to call this our Shakespeare. This is an agent. This is a Shakespeare prompt. So that's the other thing. Answers, knows stuff about Shakespeare. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about agents. We're not doing that. Okay, define sources. No, but this is not going to be knowledge. So the question is, how do we use a data library in a prompt as opposed to with an agent? Let's look at this one here and see what they did. That's a great idea. So here is an existing prompt builder prompt, analyzing the query, etc., etc., etc. Here's the knowledge to use question, and look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this, and you can see here it does a dynamic retriever, and then over here let's check our test inputs. Oh, doesn't have. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Can we do a save as? No, we can't. I was hoping we could do a save as and like a clone. But that's okay. We're going to do it. So it's knowledge answers is what we want. Let's try one more time. This is why what should take only 5 minutes often takes longer than 5 minutes, because we're figuring out as we do it. Even if you've done it before, the screens change over time. Sometimes the requirements are slightly different, and as a result, you get into the situation where you can't do what you did last time because you changed one checkbox, things like that. Okay, Shakespeare, PDF knowledge prompt. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste that prompt from the other one because it seemed like a really good one, and I'm gonna change this to a different retriever. This one here, okay, and that looks great. Okay, English test inputs. Is this? Do you just put that in there? Is that? I'm not sure. Who is Hamlet? Ah, okay, so that's not it. It is missing the following required search text. Oh, look at that. Search text. I don't know. I'm just figuring this out. Well, it's saved. That's a plus, and it's spinning. Oh. Nice. I got instructions on how to do it the right way. Oh, but you know what? Who is not. Yeah. Okay. So part of the issue could be that might be considered like sensitive data. Let's see if we can come up with a question that maybe. Okay, maybe we can do this. Let's try this. What is the name of the director of the Folger Shakespeare Library? Let's see if that works. And so what it should be doing, it should be taking this prompt. Oh, look at that. Okay, source ID, none. What goes in retriever ID? I think that's the question, right? I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm going to have to search for this. Either that or get help or something like that. So let's just find out. Prompt builder retriever ID Salesforce. And let's see what we can find out. But this is, I think, the issue. Now, with an agent, I know how to do it. I know how to apply a data library to an agent, but on the prompt itself, I'm not sure. The name of the data model object. Is this? Yeah, that wasn't that helpful. What about just that? Yeah, I'm still getting this. Although, like I said, it may be. Sorry, I can't find an answer based on the available article. Source ID, none. It says open the video library. Oh, look at that. Source ID. Okay, it is finding something. It is. The knowledge is showing up here. But do I need to somehow put here none? Okay, so we're getting closer. I'm curious, what if I just activate this and try to use this prompt? That could be one option, right? Like, what if I actually just use it? It's because maybe I'm just testing it wrong. It would be nice if I could test it, though. To preview a response, add data sources, then click preview. What do I put in the retriever ID? I thought it was this. Oh, wait a minute. Search text. You enter the query used to perform semantic search on the contents. No, I think this would be query, right? Yeah. Output fields. I don't know if we need any of that. Okay. That's the description, though, not the ID. Retriever ID. Where do we get the retriever ID? Okay, let's. Aha, to get the retriever ID. Okay, let's see what it says here. Here, to test the answers, you need the query and retriever ID. The query is a question asked by the user. Okay. The retriever ID is already created and activated in Einstein Studio. Go to Einstein Studio. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and open up Setup again because I want to leave that tab open. And we're going to go to Einstein Studio. I say confidently. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Because I don't think there is a thing called Einstein Studio anymore. I think it might be Agent Studio or Einstein Setup. Einstein is on. Okay, let's check that out one more time. Einstein Studio. Yeah, that is a slight problem. There's Agent Studio, Agent Actions, Agents. These are the ones that have been built from other Einstein Setup. No. Einstein AI, maybe? No. Definitely not. Okay, let's search for Einstein Studio. Okay, so this is talking about where we can configure models. That does sound familiar. Okay, so this permission, admin level, access to all Einstein Studio features, including the ability to create edit models. There's a data class center permission set. Maybe I don't have it. I can't imagine that I don't, but let's jump around 1,000 times so I figure out where we should go. And here we are in permission sets. And we'll see. It seemed like an easy question when I started. What was I supposed to have? I need to have Data Cloud admin and Data Cloud user. Data Cloud admin. So what I'm going to do is assign this permission set to myself. Even though I am an admin, I'm the only admin in this org. Because it's a fairly new dev org, and I'm in there already. Let's try Data Cloud user. So frustrating. Data Cloud user. I try to pick questions that I think I can answer is the frustrating part. Okay. There is a place where you can do the models. I've seen it before. The problem is it doesn't appear to be a, wait a minute, models. I know where I've seen models. If we come back to here, haha. Einstein Studio, we made it. All right. So what I did is I clicked on that link. Now, here it is, file PDF. And am I supposed to get the name of it or the ID of it? I think it was the ID, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on it, and there's an ID in the URL at the top. It would be nice if it was on the page as well, but that's okay. Oh, we're getting close. I think I feel good about this. I'm gonna put the ID in there, and let's test this out. How do I test it out? Here it is. Well, let's save as a new version because it doesn't seem to be allowing me to do a save and preview. There we go. Okay, ready? Preview. Okay. Yeah, maybe, sort of. Yeah, it did it. It did it. Michael Whitmore, it did it. Do you see that, guys? Do you see that? Okay, I'm excited. I got it working. I answered the question. I just can't show it in a way that you guys can read it. There it is. The director. Does everybody get rid of this thing? The director of the Folger Shakespeare Library is Michael Whitmore. It did it. It answered our question. Let's come up with another question. Let's test it out. Again, I am not an expert. What are the names of the Danish soldiers? Okay, let's do that. What are the names of the Danish soldiers? Now, safe harbor notice, of course. Always do this in a sandbox or developer safe environment. Don't do this in production because you need to test stuff out properly and follow some governance. Okay, and we are going to preview this. I might zoom out a little and then come up with a way to show this better, because I apologize, it is going to be small. Here we go, it found it. The names of the Danish soldiers are Francisco Bernardo. Okay, I don't know if that's entirely right, because I am not a Shakespeare expert. This is also why, kids, if you're watching this, please don't use AI to do your homework. You should do your homework for real, because you may get answers that are not what your teacher is looking for. Let's try again with some other ones. Let's come down like further in this script. I don't know what question to ask, but I'm thinking like maybe like, oh, maybe like what page or something like that. Does something happen? We could ask that, or we could ask like, how about what is the last thing that somebody says? We could ask that. Let's ask it. What are the last words that Rosencrantz says? Right. That sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to just make this a little easier for us to see. So what I'm gonna do is try to get the height of this thing just to be smaller. There we go. And I can zoom in. Okay, the last words that Rosencrantz says are, if you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals on my watch, bid them make haste. How great is that? This works. Now, it still says source ID none. I don't care that it says source ID none, because it's working. So that's totally fine with me. I know that was what the question was about. It said source ID none, but I have a feeling, let's see if we can inspect this and get this to be bigger too while we're at it. So what I'm doing, just so those of you at home are watching, I am making this div taller, and I made the other ones shorter. That didn't seem to do anything. Let's make the inner div taller. I'm just trying to make it easier to read, because unfortunately, there we go. There's no like box adjuster on this, but that's okay. That didn't work. We'll figure out another time. The point is, this does work. So it is working. It is giving us answers. Super exciting. So the key was entering the retriever ID. And the way I got to that ID was I went to view this model. It opens up Einstein Studio. Now, maybe you can get to Einstein Studio from the 9 dots. There it is. So it's not in setup. It's from your app launcher. That's how you get to Einstein Studio. Once there, you can go to your retriever that shows the PDF data library that you created, or data library that's using PDFs. And then you get the ID from the top, paste that into the retriever, and you can now use it back in your prompt template, testing the inputs right there. All right. Well, I did it. It was very messy. I apologize. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and will remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, I guess send me some questions. Give me something to do. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.